Harihi Om. Shuklambaradharam Vishnum Sasivarnam Chaturbhujam Prasannapadanam Dhyayet Sarva Vignopasantaye Yasyat Virada Vaktradhya Parishadhya Parasatam Vignam Nignanti Satatam Vishvaksenam Tamasraye Gurur Brahma Gurur Vishnu Gurur Devo Maheswaraha Guru Sakshat Parabrahma Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Parasarya Vachas Sarojamamalam Gitartha Gandhotkatham Nanakyanaka Kesaram Harikatha Sambodhana Bodhitam Loke Sajjana Shatpadairaharaha Pepiyamanam Mudha Bhuyat Bharata Pankajam Kalimala Pradvamsi Nahat Shreyase Vistarena Atmano Yogam Vibhutim Cha Janardana Bhuyaha Kataya Triptihi Srinvataha Nasti Me Amrutam. So Sri Bhagavan Vacha, Bhagavan, whatever we ask he gives. And this is what Arjunan asked at this time, so he gives him that. Sri Bhagavan said, very well, the best of the Kurus, I will describe to you in detail the more important ones among these effulgent manifestations. Really, there is no end to my manifestations, is there? Hanta te katayishyami divyaha ha atma vibhutayaha pradhanyatah kuru sreshta nasti antah vistarasya me. Sri Bhagavan Vacha Hantate katayishyami divya hyatma vibhutayaha pradhanyatah kuru sreshta nasyatanto vistarasya me. Padangal Sri Bhagavan Uvacha Hanta te katayishyami divyaha ha vibhutaya atma vibhutayaha pradhanyataha. He not her, he atma, so he atma vibhutayaha pradhanyataha kuru sreshta na asti antaha vistarasya me. Hanta means well, good. That's what it means. Good. We say that when we reply, good, like that. Hanta, well. Then he says, Kuru Sreshta, the exalted among the Kurus, te, to you, divyaha atma vibhutayaha, the effulgent manifestations of my manifestations, pradhanyataha, the important ones, the important ones, katayishyami, I will tell you, me vistarasya, my manifestations, the limits of my manifestations, vistaram means that limit, me vistarasya, the expansiveness, the limits of my manifestations, antaha, end, the expansiveness, antaha, the end, na astihi, it is not there, right? So my manifestations really do not have any end. They are most expansive, they are limitless, and they don't have any end, isn't it? That's what he's saying. But I will tell you the more important ones out of that. Sri Bhagavan Uvacha Hantate katayishyami divya hyatma vibhutayah pradhanyata kuru sreshta nastyanto vistarasya me. Slokam number 20. My dear Gutakesa, I am the indweller established in the hearts of all, the beginning, the middle, and the end of all beings. heart actually does not mean heart in the English sense, as we talked about the Hridayam, which is where love is established, love is firmly established. That Bhagavan says, I am the one present in that Hridayam. Aham Atma Gutakesa Sarvabhutasaya Stitaha. Aham Adischa Madhyaha Cha Bhutanam Antayeva Cha. Aham Atma Gutakesa Sarvabhutasaya Stitaha. Aham Adischa Madhyascha Bhutanam Antayeva Cha. Padang Aham Atma Gutakesa Sarvabhuta Asaya Stitaha. Aham Adihi Cha Madhyaha Cha Bhutanam Anta Eva Cha. Aham Sarvabhutasaya Stitaha Gutakesa. What does Gutakesa mean? Gutakesa means one who has conquered sleep. Sleep will not come to him. Okay, Arjuna has to tapas. He has conquered sleep. He sleep only when he wants to. The same way Lakshmana was. For 14 years he did not sleep. And people who have conquered sleep are called Gutakesas. So Gutakesa is addressing Arjuna. Gutakesa and Sarvabhutasaya Stitaha, in all the beings established in Aham, I, as Atma. I am the Atma of every being there is, right? And Atma, in my limited English, I am translating that as indweller. The entity that is within us, it is without us also, but within us, that we can experience firsthand. Aham Atma Gudakesa Sarvabhutasaya Stitaha. Aham Adihi Cha Madhya Cha Bhutanam Antayeva Cha. Bhutanam, for all the beings. Aham, I. Adihi, I am the beginning. Madhya, in the middle. And Antayeva Cha, I am the end also. Aham Atma Gutakesa Sarvabhutasaya Stitaha. Aham Adischa Madhya Cha Bhutanam Antayeva Cha. What does this mean? I'm the beginning, I'm the middle, and I'm the end. That means He is everything. Okay? If I can translate that personally, that Bhagavan, I am God. That's what He is saying. Because I'm conscious in the Madhya stage, in the center stage. I don't know what happened in the beginning. I don't know what's going to happen at the end. So translate this, transfer this on a very personal basis, then Bhagavan becomes truly, rather we become truly close to the Lord, who's always very close to us. 21. Among the Adityas, I am Vishnu. Among the shining entities, I am the sun shining with its rays. Among the Maruts, I am Marichi. And among the stars, I am the moon. Adityanam aham Vishnuhu Jyotisham Ravihi Amsuman Marichihi Marutam Asmi Nakshatranam aham. Adityanam aham Vishnuhu Jyotisham Ravihi Amsuman Marichihi Marutam Asmi Nakshatranam aham Shashi. Padangal are very clear, very easy. Adityanam aham Vishnuhu Jyotisham Ravihi Amsuman Marichihi Marutam Asmi Nakshatranam aham Shashi. Adityaha, among the Adityas, he says, I am Vishnu. So who are these Adityas? That next question comes, right? So let us Adityas. Now, if you go through our heritage, our lineage, the Devargal, Asurargal, they all came out of Kasyapa Mahamuni. Kasyapa Mahamuni had two wives, Diti and Aditi, two people, to remember that, okay? And Adityas are the 12 sons of Aditi and Kasyapa Mahamuni, okay? And Prajapati actually is Kasyapa Prajapati. Prajapati means from him all the prajanam has taken place and all the lineage has taken place. So the 12 Adityas, the 12 sons that Aditi and Kashyapa had, and I'll send all this by email to you all. But let me go through the names: Data, Mitra, Aryama, Indra, Varuna, Amsa, Bhagan, Vivaswan. Vivaswan is what we call as Aditya, like in this case, sun. Okay, we call him as sun. And Adityas, because they were born for Aditi. Aditi, therefore they are called Aditya. Okay, so Vivaswan is the son that we call, even though we call him Aditya. He's also got 11 other brothers: Usha, Savita, Dvashtha, and Vishnu. These are the 12 Adityas, sons of Aditi. And Vishnu was exalted in character. This is given in Mahabharatam. So Adityanam aham Vishnu. Now Vishnu also means all pervasive. That's the other aspect of the Lord, right? And the way to think of this is not in the form of a human form, but something that is pervasive everywhere. That is me, he says, okay? Jyotisham Ravihi Amsuman. Jyotisham, anything that is effulgent, that gives out light, okay? Whether it's a flame or a fire or whatever it is, that gives out light. Who am I? I am Aham Amsuman Ravihi. Amsuman, with its rays. Where the sun has got rays, right? Along with its rays, the one that has got the rays, Ravihi, the sun. I am the sun. Marichihi Marutam Asmi. Now, Marutaha. Among the English we say Maruts. Actually, among all the Maruts, I am Marichi, he says. Now, who's Marut? Now, remember, Kashyapa had two wives, Aditi and Diti. Now, Diti there's a beautiful story, how the Vajrayudham and all came and all those things. But main thing is, let me not go there. Diti and Kashyapa, they had 49 sons. Diti gave birth to 49 sons. They are called Maruts. Marutaha. There is a story behind it. They are called Maruts. Okay. Among them, the most important is Marichi. And that's what Bhagavan says. Marichim Marutam Asmi. Nakshastranam Aham Shashi. Among the various stars. Now we think stars means immediately all the way we are taught. But to look at the way Bhagavan is talking. He says, among all the nakshatras, I am Shashi, I am the moon. Okay. Adityanam aham Vishnu, Jyotisham Raviram Suman, Marichir Marutam Asmi, Nakshatranam aham. Slokam number 22. I am the Samaveda among the Vedas, Indra among the Devas, the mind among the senses, and awareness among beings. So Bhagavan, how he comes very close to us. I am aware, I am such and such. That is the Lord. That's what he's saying. Okay, that is where my effulgence is manifested, the Vibhuti. Okay? Vedanam Samavedosmi, Devanam Asmi Vasavaha, Indriyanam Manaschasmi, Bhutanam Asmi Chetana. Vedanam Samavedosmi, Devanam Asmi Vasavaha, Indriyanam Manaschasmi, Bhutanam Asmi Chetana. Padangal are Vedanam Samavedaha Asmi, Devanam Asmi Vasavaha, Indriyanam Manaha Cha Asmi, Bhutanam Asmi Chetana. Vedanam, among all the Vedas, Samavedaha Asmi, I am Samaveda. Among the Devas, Devanam Asmi Vasavaha. Among all the Devas, I am Indra. Okay, now next question comes. So who are the Devas, right? We use the word so many times, but do we really know who the Devas are? Okay. Now, there are 30, the Deva means, as we covered earlier, it describes an effulgent, people who are effulgent because of inner purity. And there are 33 Devas. One is Brahma, there is one Brahma. Then there are 11 Rudras, okay, and also we'll cover Rudras later. There are 11 Rudras. That's the reason we say Ekadasa Rudram and all that. The reason it is done 11 times, and those of you who know Rudram, there are also 11 Anuvagams, okay? And because there are 11 Rudras. Then there are 12 Adityas, as we just saw, right? The sons of Aditi and Kasipa. There are 8 Vasus. 8 Vasus. We'll see who the Vasus are. Then 1 Indra. So when you add it up, it comes to 33. These are the 33 Devas. So among the Devanam Asmi Vasavaha. Vasavaha means Indra. Indriyanam Manaha Cha Asmi. Now how many Indriyanam means senses. So what are the Indriyas? The Indriyas we have covered that earlier, but let me recap. We have 5 senses of perception and 5 senses of action and 1 mind. So sometimes people say the Indriyas are 10, which means at that time they do not include the mind. But when they say 11, mind is included in that, okay? So what are the 5 senses of perception? Our seeing, hearing, smelling, touching, and speaking, right? Those are the 5 senses of the making sound. 5 senses of perception. 5 senses of action are the same way. You got when I said seeing, the 5 senses of perception are really the eyes, the ears, the nose, the mouth, and our skin. But the actions associated with that, which would be seeing, hearing, and speaking, and then the excretion and the reproductive organ. Okay, that action. Those are the 5 actions. 5 plus 5 is 10 plus 1 mind. Among this, Bhagavan says, Indriyanam Manaha Cha Asmi. I am my vibhuti is in the mind. I am effulgent. You can see the effulgence there. Bhutanam Asmi Chetana. Bhutanam, all the beings that are there in this universe. What am I? I am there. You can see me. You can see me as Chetana, as consciousness, as awareness. Awareness, very important, okay? Vedanam Samavedosmi, Devanam Asmi Vasavaha, Indriyanam Manaschasmi, Bhutanam Asmi Chetana. 23. I am Shankara among the Rudras, Kubera among the Yakshas, fire among the Vasus, and Meru among the mountains. That's what Bhagavan says. Okay. Rudranam Shankaraschasmi Ittesho Yaksharakshasam Vasunam Pavakaschasmi Meruhu Shekarinam Aham. Rudranam Shankaraschasmi Vitteshaha Yaksharakshasam Vasunam Pavakaschasmi Meruhu Shekarinam Aham. Rudranam Shankaraha Cha Asmi Vitteshaha Yaksha Rakshasam Vasunam Pavakaha Cha Asmi Meruhu Sekarinam Aham. Padangal. Okay. Now Rudranam Shankarascha Asmi. Among the Rudras, I am Shankara. So who are the Rudras? Next question comes, right? We say Rudram and all that. They are, there is 11 Rudras. They are born from Brahma's, the third eye. Okay. And their names are, just for your sake, and I'll send an email out, Haran, Bahurupan, Sriyambakan, Aparajitan, Vrishakapihi, Sambhu, Kapardhi, Raivatan, Mrugavyatan, Sharvan, Kapali. Okay? So, those of you know Rudram, those of you who know Rudram, you would have recognized some of these names. They come in Rudram, right? Among these, the most important is the Sambhu, who is also known as Shankara, because he gives bliss and happiness to everyone. He is a auspiciousness giver. So he says, Aham Shankaraha. Okay? Now remember that. Now the same thing in Sanskrit, I may have mentioned this to you, very important. Shankaraha is different from Sankaraha. Okay? Sankara means trouble, fight, battle. Okay? whereas Shankaraha means doer of good deeds, doer of auspiciousness. So be careful how you pronounce it. Then Vittesaha Yaksha Rakshasam. Who are Yakshas? Next question comes. Now, and in the remember Diti I mentioned to you, and the Daitya, they come later. So Yakshas they are born to Pulasthya. Pulasthya is Brahma's son. Okay, Brahma's Manasika Putra. And Pulasthya had two sons, Agastya and Visravas. And Visravas' son Kubera and his lineage are called Yakshas. Okay, and Visravas' other son is Ravanan, and that becomes a Rakshasa Kulam. Okay, so Yaksha is through Kuberan. So Vittesaha means Kuberan, another name for him. Yaksha Rakshasam. Vasunam Pavakascha Asmi. So what does Pavakam mean? Pavakam means fire. So who are the Vasus? Next question comes, right? So there are Ashtavasukal. You may have heard that word. There are 8 Vasus. Who are they? They are actually the Brahma had a son called Dharma. Okay, and Dharma's wife was Vasudevi, and this Dharma and Vasudevi, they had 8 sons: Dharan, Dhruvam, Somam, Aha, Vayuhu, Agni, Pratyuksham, and Prabhasan. Among all these 8, Bhagavan says Agni, the fire, is where my effulgence is manifested. More important effulgence. Meruhu Sekharinam Aham. Among all the mountains, I am Meru mountain. Rudranam Sankarashasmi. So Yaksha Rakshasam. Vasunam Pavakaschasmi. Meruhu Sekharinam Aham. Slokam number 24. Partha, among the priests, know me as the most important of them, Brihaspati. I am Skanda among the warrior generals, ocean among the forms of water. Purodhasam cha mukhyam mam vidhi partha Brihaspatim. Senaninam aham Skandaha sarasam asmi sagaraha. Purodhasam cha mukhyam mam vidhi partha Brihaspatim. Senaninam aham Skandaha sarasam asmi sagaraha. Padangal Purodhasam cha mukhyam mam vidhi partha Brihaspatim. That you understand. Senaninam aham Skandaha sarasam asmi sagaraha. Now Partha, mam vidhi, understand me, know me as what? Purodhasam cha, among all the Prohitas, among all the priests, Prohitas, mukhyam, the most important one is Brihaspati. I know me as Brihaspati, who is the most important among all the Prohitas. And then among Senaninam, among all the generals, army generals, aham Skandaha. Skandaha, you understand that. Sarasam, that means all forms of water. Sagaraha asmi, I am there as the ocean. Purodhasam cha mukhyam mam vidhi partha Brihaspatim. Senaninam aham Skandaha sarasam asmi sagaraha. Now 25. Among Maharishis, now let me briefly tell you about Brihaspati. Brihaspati I forgot to mention. Brihaspati is son of Angirasa. Angirasa is one of the Purve Saptarishayaha that we saw earlier, the very first Saptarishis, in the beginning of Brahma's day. So his son is Brihaspati, and he is also the teacher and priest for the Brohita for the Devas, as you know. 25. Among the Maharishis, I am Bhrigu. Among words, the single syllabled Om. Among sacrifices, I am Japa Yajna. Among the stationary things, I am the Himalaya mountain. Maharshinam Bhrigu Haham Giram Syam Ekamaksharam Giramasya Ekamaksharam Yajnanam Japa Yajnosmi Stavaranam Himalayaha. Maharshinam Bhriguraham Giramasyekam aksharam Yajnanam Japa Yajñosmi Stavaranam Himalayah. Padangal are Maharshinam Bhriguhu Aham. Giramasya Ekam Aksharam Yajnanam Japa Yajñah Asmi Stavaranam Himalayah. Maharishinam Bhriguhu Aham. Among all the Maharishis, I am Bhrigu. Okay? And Bhrigu is the one of the Saptarishis that, again, like Angirasa, right in the beginning, Purve Saptarisheya, okay, in the beginning of Brahma's day, in the Kalpam. So Bhrigu, Girami Giramasya Ekam Aksharam. Girami means among all the various words, among the things that we used to speak, the one that makes sound, all the Giramasya, among all the words, Ekam Aksharam, I am the single syllabled. What is the single syllable? Is Om. Yajnanam, among all the various yajnas, okay, I am Japa Yajna. Japa Yajnaha Asmi. Stavaranam, things that are immovable, right? Things that are not moving at all, stationary things, I am Aham Himalaya, Himalaya mountain. Maharshinam Bhriguraham Giramasyam Ekamaksharam Yajnanam Japa Yajñosmi Stavaranam Himalaya. 26. I am Asvata, the people tree among the trees. Narada among the Devarishis. Chitraratha among the Gandharvas. And Kapila Muni among the Siddhas. Okay. Maharishi we covered. Now the Devarishis come. Okay, you need to understand the difference. Hasvattaha Sarva Vrikshanam Devarishinam Cha Naradaha Gandharvanam Chitraratha Siddhanam Kapilo Munihi. Asvattaha Sarva Vrikshanam Devarishinam Cha Naradaha Gandharvanam Chitraratha Siddhanam Kapilo Munihi. Sarva Vrikshanam, among all the trees, Asvattaha, I am the Asvattha tree, which is the people tree. There is a beautiful thing behind it. Asvattha is never stable. The leaves are always shaking, okay? And that's a fundamental characteristics of nature, of creation. Nothing is constant, okay? And so Asvattaha. Devarishinam, among all the Devarishis, Naradaha, I am Narada. Gandharvanam, among all the Gandharvas, I am Chitrarataha. Siddhanam, among all the Siddhas, I am Kapila Muni. Now, slowly we'll look at some of these things. Who is a Devarishi? First question comes. If he is among Devarishis, he is Narada. Let's understand using this point. And Devarishi, as we covered this earlier, they are those who live in heaven. They know the past, the present, and the future. They are established in truth, in Satyam always. They are detached from the Creator and attached to the Creator. They take birth in this world through their own self-will. They are able to travel anywhere freely without any hindrance. And some Devarishis are Naranarayana, Kartama, Parvata, Narada, Asita, Vatsara, etc. Okay? They are more powerful than and control the Devas. Now, Asita we saw in our earlier slokam, right? One of the earlier slokams, Asita came. He describes. Then the next one that I want to, who's Gandharvas, okay? Gandharvas, as we say in Tamil, they are one group of angels skilled in dance and music. And then, who are the Siddhas? It says among the Siddhas, I am Kapila Muni. So, who's the Siddhas? Now, Siddhas are, if you do tapas and as you get closer and closer to the Lord, you get various powers. If you get trapped in the powers, then you fall down. As Paramacharya says, like stepping on a banana peel. You slip and fall. So you should not let those powers take over you. You should not be attracted to them. But you get those powers. They descend on you. What are those? And in Bhagavatam, it describes those who have attained the 8 siddhis and are also embodiment of dharma, wisdom, and love, dispassion. They are the siddhas. The 8 siddhis are what? The supernormal powers, Siddhi means supernormal powers, are described as follows. Reducing one's body to the size of even an atom, number one. Expanding one's body to an infinitely large size. You can picture Hanuman in Sundarakandam, right? Becoming infinitely heavy, as Hanuman was, as Angadan was, right? When they went to Ravana's part. Becoming almost weightless. So for 4. Having unrestricted access to all places. Realizing whatever one desires. Possessing absolute lordship. And the power to subjugate others. These are the 8 siddhis. With that, we will close today. Our time is up. Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Harihi Om Samastalokaha Sukhino Bhavantu Samastalokaha Sukhino Bhavantu Samastalokaha Sukhino Bhavantu. Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om.